Maybe I rolled out on the wrong side of the bed, but looks like the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood crew is the ones that's getting ready to catch it. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. This is season 5, episode 12. As I said, maybe I rolled out of the bed on the wrong end. It is what it is. But the Hollywood crew is getting ready to catch it. I'm pretty at my wit's end with Tierra. You're fucking ridiculous. Apple, girl, I got to get back on you because I got to a point where I was rooting for you. But girl, you are irritating me because you just got a whole bunch of excuses about bullshit. And J Will or Candy or whoever the fuck you're being, girl, you need to get your ass off of this show. And I mean immediately. You are a goddamn clown. I mean, whole thing. Big red wig, big floppy shoes and all. A goddamn clown. Bitch, I'm sick of you. Anyway, let's get started. We're going to start with Apple. Apple and her dad. Apple, what the fuck do you want? What do you want? You either want to be bothered or you don't want to be bothered. But this every time this man is trying to offer you something, it's too much. Oh, he's being too pushy. Oh, is it? What do you think parenting looks like, Apple? What do you think it looks like? Like, now, quite honestly, I have to tell you, I ain't really so sold with him either. But I don't understand what your point is. So just come on out and say, I'm just doing it for the show. And I'd be cool with that. But if you're not just doing it for the show, bitch, you need counseling. You need counseling because every time this man tries to do something, anything, and it seems something good, you're blocking. Now, oh, he's overprotective. He wants to overlook the contract that you got with Sean Love. Well, guess what, bitch? Somebody should. Do you really trust Sean Love? Sean Love looked like a goddamn old ass pimped out pimptress that had been stealing and swiping folks for years. She really does. She looks slimy as a motherfucker. I don't trust Sean Love no further than I can see her. And if he can offer something and just, why not let him? Oh, he's being too much. He's too much. Do you want to be bothered with the man or not? He says, let's go to dinner next week. Oh, well, I was supposed to report into jail for 3 days because of a DUI. And I didn't go because I had to work. I didn't go to jail because I had to work. Bitch, really? How did you think that was going to play out down to the downtown, to the link clink, honey? It would have served you right if they'd have came and yanked your ass off of that pole and scooted your ass across that floor right on down to the jail. You sound crazy, bitch. You sound crazy. You always have an excuse for fuck shit you did. I had to work, so I didn't report to jail. No, baby, you didn't have to work. You had to go to jail, bitch. Now you got 30 days. Now, that wasn't an example of great parenting. Now you're going to be away from your children for a whole month. And you're really going to have to work when you get out, bitch, because you're going to be behind. 30 days worth of no income behind. Why did that make sense? That didn't make no sense. That was stupid. Fuck shit. The man then asked you to pray with you. You couldn't even do that. Oh, no, I got to go. I'm getting ready to leave. I'm leaving. That's just too much. It's too much. It's too much for him to pray with you? It's too much for him to pray with you? Bitch, what part of the devil is riding your back? You're ridiculous. I don't know. I was rooting for you, Apple. I'm having a real hard time. A real hard time. You got a lot of bullshit running. A lot of bullshit. running. You need some more counseling because you don't know what the fuck you want to do if you're not just doing this for the show. Something tells me that you're not. Anyway, later on, old Papa saw and done went and just took his ass and slid on over like a parent would do and got himself a meet with Sean Love. And I'm going to tell you, the two of them together, I don't trust neither one of they motherfucking asses. I really don't. Sean Love was trying her best to take that scene and wrap it to make the father look like he was trying to get something out of this. Well, what is it going to do for you? That's not what I got from him. I don't put it past him. I don't put it past him. I believe he wants her to get the most of what it is she can get so that he can have a relationship with her and have access to whatever it is that she gets. But not that shit you talking about, Sean Love. Bitch, you were avoiding the questions, bitch. You were avoiding the questions. You don't want nobody that knows better to get a chance to get a look at that fuck shit you doing, bitch, because you operate like Stevie J, I believe. That's what I believe for you. And then when you threw at him something about you want to help her get her teeth fixed and get her hair done, keep her hair on point. No, baby, that's your job. That's your job, baby. Public image and all of that shit. That's your business. That ain't his business. That's your business, bitch. You take care of her public image. And then when the paternity questions up, I looked at paternity questions came up. I looked at the both of y'all and said, you ain't shit and you ain't shit. The both of y'all need y'all ass beat with a Gatling gun. You two are both ridiculous. The fuck out of here. Absolutely ridiculous. Two swindlers together, honey. Fuck on out of here. Anyway, moving on. Moniece and Brooke had this little conversation. I already done told y'all Brooke done got herself all the way down on my shit kicking list because Brooke is just a fucking ridiculous mess on this whole goddamn season of this show. You stood there and told Moniece, oh, I stole your song, basically. And Moniece, girl, you are either taking a handful of pills a day, bitch, or you're really learning to distribute a whole lot of restraint. Because I would have smacked Brooke's motherfucking face. I would have smacked her face. You're standing in my face and telling me that you thought I was lying about having an anxiety attack. And then you're going to bring it on home and let me know that you stole my motherfucking song. Brooke, I would have cracked you in your eye, bitch. I'd have cracked Brooke in her eye and left her lace front sitting sideways. Because that shit's just out of order. Then Brooke take her messy ass. When they get on back to town, she goes and she speaks with Akbar, honey. She goes speaks with Akbar, finds out that he got some receipts that incriminate good old goddamn Tier. I said, okay, all right, cool. Got her shit all fucked up. And I said, this is the message. She told me, oh yeah, I could have been number one with Akbar. Well, who the fuck wants to be number one with Akbar? Akbar is a nasty, dirty dick, slimy bastard. So that's no great feat. You keep on working on Marcus. You do that. And try to stay the fuck out of people's business, bitch. That's what you do. Tierra and Moniece, before they left London, actually had a whole big blowout. Tierra's crazy as fucking shit, and she's a goddamn idiot. Always somewhere with some misplaced anger. It drives me crazy. She's another bitch that needs more counseling, less liquor, and more time in a padded room. Because it's just ridiculous. You are upset with Moniece because Moniece is the only one available, bitch, when you should be mad at Akbar. You should be mad at Akbar. Akbar is playing you, got you looking like a fool, nutting in your face, and treating you like nothing on the streets. And you're mad with Moniece. That whole conversation didn't make no sense. But Moniece was like, okay, girl, all right. Well, but again, all that restraint. And then when Tierra turned around with all this tough shit, don't you say nothing to me. And don't you, if you say my name, we're going to have a problem. Honey, Moniece was like, okay, now I'm really practicing restraint, but girl, don't talk this tough shit to me. Don't do that. Don't talk tough shit to me, period. Because you know better, bitch. You know better, bitch. I was like, all right, Moniece, honey. A mess. A mess. And if Moniece had any good sense, what she would do for you is she would give you a good letting alone, because that's what you deserve at this point. You don't even deserve her friendship. You are Ridiculous, Tierra, you crazy bitch. Anyway, moving the fuck on. Let's talk about Jay Will, child. I just feel drained even going into it. Let's talk about this free cutting. You go on down there and grovel basically for your place back on the gay pride celebration. Mr. Ray is in a pinch, so he says, okay, cool. He gives Candy the spot. But you got some vindictive shit all up in you, bitch, that you want to do. You do actually, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, that, and the other. And you sat there on that couch and you talked about LaBrittany. That was some dirty, funky, nasty, faggoty bullshit that you did when it came to LaBrittany, and it was wrong. LaBrittany has done absolutely nothing to you, Jay Will. Absolutely nothing. As far as I see, LaBrittany's been nothing but a friend to you. And for you to turn around and do the shit that you did and then spin around and tell and say that her coochie was stinking and all of this kind of stuff, that was so out of order. That was so out of order. These are the things that we get mad when we say that goes on when we actually deal with straight girls, and then something go wrong. The first thing they do is calling you a faggot or some shit like that. You done flip the script, and the first thing you doing, you calling her fish and saying that her box stink and stuff like that. You're out of order, fucker. You're out of order. She didn't deserve that at all. Her name didn't even have to come up in that conversation. You're a dirty motherfucker, and you're no one that I would deal with. That's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And you owe her a fucking apology. Anyway, and Ray, you too, because you were sitting there kikiing and laughing, you fat bastard. You sitting over there looking like Mrs. Puff and thinking it was cute. It wasn't funny, bitch. That ain't funny, bitch. They owe her an apology. They really do. And I hope she gets it during the reunion, because you two fuckers owe her an apology. Moving on. So he tells him, go ahead on, and you don't even know the whole time, Ray, that old stinking ass Jay Will's musty looking ass is setting you up. Gets down there to the little event. He coming as Candy. Candy's looking ridiculous and dirty as usual, because that's just that all I've seen this whole time. Every time I see Jay Will is pretty put together or whatever. You all right? You look like a little dusty little dude. But then every time I see Candy, she looks like a dirty streetwalker. Like she been out all night, walking all fucking night. Makeup bad, hair and shit all fucked up, outfit trash. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the character is or what the draw is to the character. But as far as I'm concerned, Miss Candy is a fucking mess. That's in my opinion. That's my opinion. And I know y'all know I love all kinds of drag, but that for me right there is what I would call skag drag. Yeah. Girl, go for it. I don't want no parts of it. Anyway, Miss Candy did her perform, and that little aggravating ass voice that she uses. Anyway, she's down there doing her thing. And then you get up on that stage and get to blurting out some gibberish about Mr. Ray not letting you be you and try to embarrass him in front of the whole gay pride celebration. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Girl, career suicide. Career suicide. And Mr. Ray, if you work with her again, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Because I would not. If I had my way, because see, now one thing I'll give Mr. Ray, that bitch went to laying out all his motherfucking credentials, bitch, and had Jay Will looking like an idiot on film about all the years and all the time he has put in to gay pride in that area and all. He had that motherfucking Candy looking like an idiot. You looked absolutely ridiculous, bitch. Ridiculous and out of order to even be trying to be in that position with him like that, bitch. And if I was him, I would put my best foot forward to make sure, bitch, that you never worked in this city again, bitch. I would do it. I would shut her down. You talk about somebody stopping some bags, girl, you need a new Birkin, because you wouldn't be getting no bags anywhere where I had a foot in. And I got a feeling he got a foot in a couple of places, bitch. He ought to shut you right the fuck on down. Right on down. But he lit her ass up with them receipts of who he is in that community. I said, girl, you done fucked up now. Miss Candy. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. Last thing we're going to talk about is another fat bitch that I don't ever need to see again. Yeah, I'm talking about Paris. Paris, you done went and you talking, and for some reason they got up in your feelings, and now you and K Michelle at the beginning of the season had made a truce. Y'all put the shit behind you, supposedly. Now you done went and talked to Amora La Negra. You talked to this one, that one, somebody put a battery in your back, and now you back at K again. You want to meet with her, and you want to argue this old ass argument again. I never bought your side anyway, bitch. I always said stealing is stealing is stealing. I don't give a fuck if it's $15, $10, 50 cents, whatever, bitch. If it's not yours, you don't have the right to spend it. If it's mine, bitch, I'm gonna smack your motherfucking knuckles. I wouldn't give a fuck how much it was. Call me petty. It don't make a difference. I work for every dime I got, and I don't need no bitch to help me spend it. You understand? I don't. So I never was on your side, bitch. Kay said it was cool, so we was letting it go and moving on. All right, if Kay's moving on, then we all got to move on. Now you back on it, bitch, and you want to approach her with it again. So now Kay then came, and you really got embarrassed when y'all got down to that restaurant. That bitch had the whole thing, and it really wasn't $50. It's like $300, and the bitch start calling the shit off item by item down the thing, and then you got so mad you gonna throw a drink in her face and all of that. Really, Paris? Really? Really? So now you're tough because you're this big and K Michelle is this big. You threw a drink on her, you gonna beat her up. You gonna beat her up after you spend her money. K ought to sue the shit out of you. Press charges. Press charges. Now, she claimed that you stopped her bags before. Now you should actually go ahead. She should be another bitch in need of a Birkin bag. That was a whole mess. A whole mess. Whole mess. And again, from the beginning, I was never on the side of Paris. I didn't care for her. She was a thief in my eyes. And guess what? Yet again, we're back to the beginning. There are thieves in the temple down to the Hollywood, honey. And her name is Paris. Y'all better watch her, honey. You girls better watch your purses. Watch your purses. Hey guys, thanks so much for giving me one moment of your time. I am excited to actually introduce to you guys my signature Milan Treasure t-shirts. I've been working on this little product for months and they are finally done and I'm happy with them. You can grab yours today at SpillItBoy.com. Grab your t-shirt today and I'll see you guys soon. Definitely for all those who have purchased t-shirts already, I thank you. For those of you who are going to purchase t-shirts, thank you in advance. I would love for you all to send me pictures of you in your t-shirts so I can actually post them to my website and my social media. All right, guys, thanks so much, and I will see you guys soon.